Hey yogis, welcome to today's practice. Today's practice is more of a comforting flow. So we're going to take it slower today and just be a little bit more mindful of our movements. So let's get started. We're already in a nice seated cross-legged position. Let's just start to rub our palms together so we're generating some heat. We usually do this at the end of class, but there's no real perfect time to do it. This may feel nice, especially as it's getting colder outside and you haven't quite turned the heat on. I totally feel that. So just keep rubbing your palms together. It doesn't have to be like super fast. Just notice your breath. Maybe try to deepen it a little. Make it a little slower. When you're ready, you're just going to place your hands on your chest. So it's making your chest nice and warm. And you can just tuck your chin down. Maybe you want to close your eyes here. Just stay here for a few more breaths. This might be a great time. If you'd like to set an intention for this practice, you can do so. You can start to blink your eyes open again and start to bring your hands down. We're going to shift to a kneeling seated position for this next one. But you are welcome to stay in cross-legged if you'd like. Great. Let's bring our hands out. We're going to practice some self-love here. So remember which arm is on top as you give yourself a nice hug. And then once you're in your hug, try to lift your elbows a little bit so that your shoulders are in line with the elbows. And just breathe here. This is a nice shoulder stretch, shoulder warm up. I usually do this before doing an eagle pose if you're familiar. One more breath here. And then you can release on the exhale. You can shake it out a little bit if that feels good. And then we'll just take the other side. So reach your arms forward first and then do the opposite side, so different arm on top. And then once you get there, start to lift the elbows up. You can even close the eyes here if it feels comfortable. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, bring your arms apart and down, and you can shake it out a little bit. Great job. So let's meet in a downward dog. Take your time getting there, so you might want to transition from a tabletop to a down dog. And just walk it out a little bit. Now look forward. You can step it up. meet in a half lift position. So your hands can be on your shins, top of your legs, or on the mat. You really just want to make sure you have a straight back, so it's like pushing your hips back to maintain that straight back. And then you can fold forward. Just holding it here. If you'd like to do any quick exercises for your head, neck, and shoulders just to release any tension, please feel free to do so. And root to rise here. So slowly, very slowly, make your way up to standing. And just bring your hands to heart when you get there. Really pushing your elbows out to the side. So I'll show you. So making it a little bit more active. So not like keeping it down, but out to the side. This could be a good checkpoint for you to remember your intention so far. We're about halfway through this practice, so it's a good check-in point. Great job. So you can just bring your hands down, and we're going to meet back in that downward dog. So fold over first, take your time, and then plant the hands and step it back. All right, let's lift our right leg up. We're gonna just pulse it a little bit. Not gonna time you. It can be little slow baby pulses. And then bend the knee, fan the hip open. Bring your knee forward to your chin. And then back up. Couple more rounds. Forward to your chin. Back up. And one more. Forward to your chin. Stay here. Step it through. Lower the back knee. And sweep your arms up and over for Anjalyasana. For Anjalyasana. Just a few breaths here. Bring your front knee a little bit forward past your ankle so you feel a stretch on the left side. Great job. Let's bring the hands down. Plant the hands and just step it back to a high plank first. So your shoulders are in line with wrists. Hips are a little bit lower. And lift up to down dog. Great job. Let's take the other side. Left leg lifts. Baby pulses here. Now bend the knee. Open out the hip a little bit. All right, knee to chin or nose. Back up, 2 more rounds. Knee to chin or nose. 1 more, back up. And knee to chin or nose. Hold it here. And then step it through. Might take a couple of steps. Sweep your arms up. Couple of breaths. Remember to shift your front knee a little bit forward. And then bring the hands down. Step it back, high plank. Just holding it here for a breath or so. And then down dog. Last down dog of the practice. Really draw your heels down. And then drop your knees. Bring your big toes together. Knees can be as far apart as you'd like. Sink your hips back, chest down. Nice child's pose here. Really stretch your arms forward. Just a couple more breaths in this. Really start to deepen your breath. All right, start to walk your hands in. Slowly lift up, and we'll meet on our back. If you have a blanket, it might be nice, it might feel nice to rest your head on it. If not, you can just rest your head down. All right, bend your knees, feet to the mat, as pretty wide out. Can be the width of the mat as well. And bring both the knees to the right as you look towards the left. And you have that option to put your right foot on your left knee to just bring it down a little bit. Just a few breaths. All right, if your foot was on the knee, you can take that off, bring your knees back up, and we'll just take the other side. So both knees to the left, looking towards the right, and then you can put your left foot on top of your right knee for a deeper stretch. Great job. If your foot was on your knee, you can take that off. And just bring your knees back up. And we'll end today in Shavasana. So you can straighten your legs out. Your arms are to your sides, palms facing up. Just take a second to bring your shoulders back and down so your chest is nice and open. Take some time to notice how your body feels after this practice. If any body parts feel different, better, worse, just do a quick body scan. We're going to take a cleansing breath to seal this practice today. So inhale through your nose and exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Great job today, yogis. Let's rub those palms together one last time today. Hover your palms over your eyes. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, thumbs over third eye, and together we bow. Namaste. Thank you all for joining this practice today. Hopefully you're feeling comforted, relaxed, grounded. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments below. I always love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.